Hello everyone, my name is Nehal Singh and I'm here to present my closing remarks on the topic that specific rural and remote content is requisite in health professionals education. I thank you for the productive discussion throughout this debate week, and I will present my closing remarks now. This debate examined whether rural and remote content should be a required part of health professionals education. My position supported the motion, emphasizing that education lays the foundation for health equity and accessibility, the two principles central to the Canada Health Act. Research demonstrates that students who experience rural placements gain confidence, adaptability, and a greater likelihood of remaining in rural practice. Education, therefore, is not only about skills but also preparing professionals to meet the realities of rural and remote areas. I would like to clarify a few points raised by Stephanie and my other colleagues during the debate. For example, the Ottawa-Piscot community example wasn't meant to suggest that adding more staff alone could solve healthcare challenges. It was meant to show the deeper inequities and limited access faced by northern communities and why students need education that builds context and adaptability, not just technical skills. For the same example, Stephanie used personal experience to generalize that can lead to anecdotal fallacy. So reforms should rely on data. Evidence shows that structured rural education and placements improve both recruitment and long-term retention. The graph comparing Canada and US also needs context. Canada may have more rural programs per capita, but true equity depends on how those programs are distributed and supported locally. Stephanie rightly noted that curriculum-only reform has limits, and I agree. Meaningful change requires coordination between policy, education, and infrastructure. But evidence shows that rural-specific education remains a key foundation within that system because it prepares future health professionals to understand the realities of rural practice. The Canada Health Act sets the vision for universality, yet it must be supported by training that reflects regional realities. Differences seen in the evidence-backed data reminds us that Canada still lacks consistent national metrics for rural education outcomes. In the end, both sides share the common goal to develop competent and compassionate professionals. But the evidence suggests that this goal is best achieved when education is context-specific and paired with systematic supports.